Some University of North Texas students and student groups are upset by the response from a school staffer. A student suggested naming an under-construction dorm after a person of color or after a woman. The staffer wrote in an email to consider that would be reverse racism. Fox 4's Sean Rabb live in Denton. Sean.
Good evening to you, Clarice. There are only 2 buildings on the campus at UNT named after women, none after minorities, and some students feel it's time for that to change. Now, the university would not interview with me today about the sparking issue caused by this staffer's comments, that reverse racism remark, but they did tell me in an email statement that employee was making those comments as a private citizen, not as a UNT employee. Public schools, higher ed, and government buildings often named after people to commemorate their contributions. The idea of naming an under-construction residence hall at UNT is building controversy.
They've been looking for a name for a while. They've actually been taking suggestions for a few months now.
Masaki Collins put up a petition on social media calling for the new dorm to be named after a person of color or a woman.
Having it named by a woman or a person of color brings awareness to other contributions to the school by other people, so I just think it's a really good idea.
But Nancy Colsty, who works in the university's communications department, emailed Collins saying there are longtime administrators deserving of the honor and they happen to be white males, adding, insisting UNT must have a residence hall named after another woman or a person of color is imposing a quota system, and to me, that is a form of reverse racism.
I was really shocked.
For some students,
it doesn't matter to me if it's named after a person or not.
I feel the name of a building is symbolic towards what a university represents or what it stands for, so it's important how they name the buildings.
UNT is a minority-serving institute, meaning its enrollment majority-minority. The university, in a statement, says honoring diversity is one of our most important values. UNT also supports free expression from all of its community members, including employees. Public employees generally retain the right to free speech.
This is a spokesperson of the university. Why would the university stand by someone like that? Because everything you say holds weight.
Student leaders say they feel the tone of Nancy Colsty's email sounds like voices of divisiveness, not diversity.
If there's a political climate in which people of color and women are being treated as secondary citizens.
And some of the student groups on campus feel very strongly about this, Clarice, so much so that Wednesday, 1 o'clock, they're having a town hall meeting on campus to talk about their feelings and talk about the university's position.